Pisces. This is going to be your monthly reading for January 2020. I'm just going to get a few cards to see if we can get a good idea of what might be going on with you in January, as we have a huge eclipse coming through that will be felt very deeply with most people. There'll be a lot of truths being revealed and some harsh realities that may come forward. I will pull an advice card from the Moon deck concerning that eclipse at the end of this tarot reading. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit. And if you haven't checked it out yet, check out that yearly reading that I posted. You can use it as like a forecast, or you can use it as a reference point throughout the year and check back on it. I'll keep it up for the entire year. Alright, you have the Two of Swords coming up. You have the Lovers. You have the Eight of Swords. Or no, pardon me, that's the Eight of Wands. And then you have the Devil card. Now, a lot of people have been getting the Devil card. I think that's more of a collective feeling that's going on, rather than just solely, you know, for Pisces. It seems like a lot of people are recognizing something that they might be chained to. Okay, now we have the Two of Swords coming up here, and the Two of Swords is always where we have some kind of an option or a choice that we are faced with. So for many of you, this could be something where communication has come through, or an idea has come through, or just even where two truths are conflicting, and it's time to make a decision. And the Moon is showing up in this card to tell you that you don't really need to see what's going on. That's why she's blindfolded. But it's more of an intuition thing, like trust your gut. You definitely know which direction to go. You just need to listen to your insides, listen to that inner guidance, and you will definitely come out of it with one truth, and that becomes an Ace of Swords. Alright, you also have the Lovers coming up. And the Lovers always comes up when we have a decision. So this card definitely validates this card here, where it's like there's some kind of a decision to be made, or has been made, or is being made in January. And this type of situation can definitely be a relationship that's going to a new level, a new relationship, you know, some kind of a commitment that's happening, because the decision is always between two parties or two entities. And these are two entities deciding to move forward. So this is a big deal in January, as this is a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards are going to be bigger shifts, you know, more of a forced hand, especially with that eclipse coming up. So something awesome going on with a decision that is definitely divine, and that's, you know, the Moon being there and the major arcana showing up with that decision means that it's supposed to happen that way. Now you have this Eight of Wands coming up too, which means something's going to move through really fast. So this will be another divine gift, but it's coming through really, really, really fast. And it's always telling us to be reminded of our strength as we're going towards our desires. You know, what is it that, you know, keeps you strong as you go through any resistance or barriers? And being reminded of that, because something's going to come through so fast that you will have to have a little bit of strength to really embrace and soak it all up. But it's going to be something that's super awesome and feels good, because it's all about our desire when it comes to the Wands. It's something about passion. So having strength in that passion. Now, what's awesome about this card is it's actually the opposite of the Lovers, because in the traditional card, the two lovers would be standing here kind of chained to the Devil. So it's really actually a significant card to say that there's something that will be recognized in January that is no longer serving you, Pisces. You're going to let go of it. So it could be something that was very tempting to you in the beginning, and when you started it, it felt really good, and it was a good thing. However, it's run its course, you know, and you may be having a hard time letting go. This could also be an addiction of sorts. So if you're addicted to something, you know, January is going to be a time where maybe you're just doing some reflection and self-development, and recognizing, as we all have New Year's goals, that moving forward there may be something that you want to get rid of in your life that will really benefit moving forward throughout 2020. Now let's get some clarifying cards and see if we can tie this in just a little bit further. We Look at that. There's too many cards popping out. Alright. You have the Ten of Cups showing up, Five of Swords, and Four of Cups. Alright, so this is going to be some of those underlying clarifiers that's creating some of these larger cards up here. So you have the Ten of Cups coming up, and that is realizing something new with the way you feel, and realizing that it's going to another level, realizing that it's something that's really incredible, and you've finished it up and you've wrapped it up, you've learned something, and you're moving on to something new. So whenever we get a 10, it's like a closing up of sorts, some kind of a chapter ending, because something new is coming through. This one's going to be an amazing ending. It feels good. It's going to be all about the emotions about it. It's going to just feel incredible, and it comes with a little bit of luck. And with you having a decision, it's definitely saying like, hey, this decision's coming about because you've wrapped up something. And, you know, it's all about the feelings and the emotions. When we have these decisions, remember what drives you, Pisces, as you move forward. Now we have the Five of Swords coming up here, and this can sometimes feel chaotic and disorganized. And it's definitely asking you what you believe in. What do you believe in when it comes to your truths? And that's where this card comes into play. It's like validating that you may have more than one truth, and they're starting to conflict each other, so you have to figure that out. So moving forward throughout January is going to be a time for you to really look into your beliefs in the way that you talk about yourself, talk to other people, communicate, and the way that you think. Sometimes we can get this dark hooded situation when things aren't going our way, or they're, you know, panning out in a way that we didn't expect. And so we can start to feel a certain way about it and start to question belief. So definitely check yourself as you're moving forward, because this can kind of feel like deceit. Okay, you also have the Four of Cups coming up, and the Four of Cups is there to say, hey, you don't have to settle for something that doesn't feel amazing. There's something coming for you, and maybe that's why you're afraid to let go of this temptation over here with the Devil, is because you feel like that's all your options is right there. Well, this card is there saying, no, there's something coming through. Okay, with this Eight of Wands, it's coming from the divine, and it's there for you, and it's going to feel amazing. So you'll know when it arrives for you, Pisces, you don't have to remain chained to what's right before you. There is some new changes and some new shifts coming, and especially with that eclipse, you may need to be patient as that unravels and unfolds at the beginning of 2020. Now let's get an advice card for that eclipse and see if we can find the best way for you Pisces to handle this heightened emotion that happens around the full moon time. And we'll just get one card.
Hi, not worth mentioning.
Okay, Google,
you're
stop.
A disgrace to the world.
Okay, Google, stop. Okay, a personal issue reaches resolution. Awesome. This is the full moon in Cancer, so it's going to be really significant for you Pisces, because that eclipse that we just inquired about is actually a full moon in Cancer. So something that maybe you've been going through, or something that is, you know, been following you from 2019 into January, you're going to be able to resolve it. So regardless of a personal issue, it could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship. Regardless, it's going to be personal to you. It's going to be something that's felt, as we have all of these kind of deeper feeling cards going on. Alright Pisces, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It definitely helps out my channel. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to get notified when I'm going to post again, hit the bell button. And if you want to see your yearly reading for 2020, you can check it out. I'm going to pop it up somewhere around here. Alright, y'all take it easy. We'll see you for February.